Is marriage becoming outdated? More couples today are choosing cohabitation over traditional marriage, but what are the consequences? In this video, we'll explore why more people are choosing to live together without marrying. The pros and cons of cohabitation in today's world. What the Bible says about marriage and cohabitation. The long-term impact on relationships, families, and society. Does God approve of living together before marriage? Let's find out together. What are your thoughts on cohabitation versus marriage? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more faith-based relationship wisdom, script, cohabitation, and the decline of traditional marriage, biblical perspective. 1. The rise of cohabitation. For centuries, marriage was the foundation of a stable family and society. Genesis 2 verse 24, the NIV, says, "That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." But today, more couples are living together without getting married. Why? Financial reasons. Weddings and marriage can be expensive. Fear of divorce. Many grew up in broken homes and don't want to experience the same pain. Cultural shifts. Society is normalizing cohabitation as an alternative to marriage. Personal freedom. Many prefer flexibility over commitment. Studies show that cohabitation rates are rising, while marriage rates are declining. But does this shift align with God's plan? Let's examine what the Bible says. 2. The biblical view on marriage and cohabitation. The Bible teaches that marriage is a covenant, not just a social contract. Hebrews 13 verse 4, NIV, "Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral." Living together without marriage often leads to sexual immorality, which the Bible warns against. 1 Corinthians 6 verse 18, NIV, "Flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a person commits are outside the body, but whoever sins sexually, sins against their own body." God's design for relationships is commitment, faithfulness, and purity. Cohabitation often lacks the lifelong commitment that marriage provides. Now, let's look at the pros and cons of cohabitation from both a practical and spiritual perspective. 3. The pros and cons of cohabitation. Secular benefits of living together without marriage. Financial flexibility, no expensive wedding, easier to split bills. Test compatibility, couples can see if they work well together before committing. More freedom, there's less legal and societal pressure. Changing social norms, society increasingly accepts cohabitation as normal. However, while these might seem like advantages, let's explore the deeper consequences. The risks of cohabitation, biblical and practical. No covenant commitment. Unlike marriage, cohabitation is based on convenience, not a lifelong vow before God. Higher risk of breakup. Studies show that couples who live together before marriage are more likely to divorce. Challenges with children. Raising children in a non-marital home can lead to emotional and legal complications. Proverbs 14 verse 12, NIV, "There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end, it leads to death." Cohabitation may seem like a good idea, but it often leads to heartbreak, instability, and spiritual consequences. 4. Why marriage still matters despite cultural changes. Marriage remains God's perfect design for relationships. Malachi 2 verse 14, NIV, "The Lord is the witness between you and the wife of your youth. You have been unfaithful to her, though she is your partner, the wife of your marriage covenant." God established marriage as a covenant, not just a legal contract. This covenant represents lifelong commitment, love that endures through every season. Spiritual unity, a relationship built on faith and purpose. Protection and stability, a solid foundation for raising children. When marriage is devalued, society suffers. The decline of marriage leads to more broken homes. Weaker family structures. Increased emotional and financial instability. In marriage is not just a tradition, it's God's blueprint for a thriving family and society. 5. What should Christians do? If you are living with your partner but are not married, consider seeking God's guidance. If you desire marriage, Pray for wisdom and a God-centered relationship. If you're unsure about commitment, seek counsel from Christian mentors or pastors. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 NIV, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. God's ways are higher than ours. Choosing His plan leads to true peace, joy, and fulfillment. Call to action: what are your thoughts on marriage versus cohabitation? Should Christians live together before marriage? Drop a comment below. If this video helped, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more faith-based relationship insights. Let's seek God's wisdom together.